Hi creative people. I know you already a professional UI or front-end designer or a developer designing website, application UI using no-code platform. Then why not convert your skill to a full stack no-code developer where you don't have to learn any new methods to implement? What if a design platform like Figma Framer has a power to convert your static website to a dynamic full stack web application by following the same design method you learned already? You have the full control on it to develop any complex web application without any complex understanding. So this video, I'm going to break down how you can convert your Figma UI design to a full functioning production level professional web application or a SaaS model using AI based no code platform. It's called WeWeb and the database I'm going to use is Supabase. So the concept model I'm going to develop today is social platform for UI designers and developers to share their works and design prototype like Dribbble has. I will cover from creating a user authentication functioning page for logging sign up, convert the Figma design to a full stack web app by breaking down each layout principles using WeWeb and seeing that with Supabase database where you don't have to understand any complex logic, AI will do everything for you. Basically, WeWeb follow the same design model interface like Figma Framer to design the front end and systematic method to add dynamic functioning and logics to make it a full stack backend sync. I will split this video into two parts so you don't have to overwhelmed learning this. For the first video, I am keeping it as simple as it is. So the functioning will be for this video tutorial. User need to create an account or login to access successfully. It will redirect them to our main interface where designers designs and designers information will be displayed, and you can see each designs has their own information, title and everything, and likes and comments. You can see there are multiple comments. I didn't add any comments functionalities here for the first video, but the second one will be like but the second one will have that. And you can see designers comments here, and there are multiple collections here as well. And on the right part it will have their suggestions, like if they want to add them as their connections they can do that. And this is our add design functionality, so you can add multiple designs here based on your needs and necessary using title, description and uploading multiple images and everything. So the first video concept will be this, and let's proceed how we can create that. Let me start with create a new project here. So you just need to create a WeWeb account and then this interface will come. So I'll start from blank, you can see here. So I am naming it social media for like designers. It's up to you. Okay, so it will come. And also this one is our design, right? So I didn't design that. It's actually I actually collect that from Figma library, and so I can show you how you can do everything. So you can design your application and then you can convert that from here to here. But let me show you. You have to follow the basic rules how actually a web application layout and everything works. The rule hierarchy and everything you need to follow that. Like you can see here. I'm not sure Figma don't. Okay, I can zoom that, but you can see everything is well organized as a layout. So this one is our left layout, this one is our middle one, right one. So in the middle one there are option people can add new post, like this should be add new design or new collection, whatever you name it, it's up to you. So I can name it add new design here. So there will be a search icon, so you can search it, and this should be, I am not going to add any story related things or shorts related things here, but I will incorporate users accounts here, like I will incorporate that here, but I will keep it. And this one is the most important part. Like here it will display each user's current post with their design details, and also I will incorporate like and comments if I can, because it will be time consuming, but I will try my best to cover that within 1 hour. So I will keep those all, but I will add functionalities on the likes and comments option, and this will display the comments it will have in upcoming days, and this will incorporate to add new comments here. So, and on the right part you can see there are some others interfaces and widgets here, like this will display the user profile and their interactive icons or buttons. This will be suggestions, we will add users here, also this one. So yeah, that's it. So let me start, like upload our design in our WeWeb dashboard. So if I go there, this is actually a blank profile at this moment, so I just need to create a new section. I can drag it here. Well, at this moment it's a default one. I need to make this width 100% view width, but it doesn't support that, so you can make it percentage, and height should be fixed. If I click on fixed, you will see there is multiple options, so I am using VH for that. So this will cover the whole interface. If I change the color of it, you can see. So that's how we are actually styling our section. This is similar to Framer or Figma. So I think as you are a designer and product designer or developer, you understand that. So this interface is actually really relatable, so I believe you will not face any issues with that. So let me change delete the color for now. So this will be our main section, and inside that we will split 3 div here. So I can add one div, so I can name it nav div. So as you can see, the div is actually a blank one on the top left corner. So let me adjust that. So for now I want to add the navigation part should be 20% on the width. So if I click on percentage and add 20%, see it's showing. And if I add the fixed part, and I will make it percentage because its main section is actually 100 VH, so that is why I actually name it 100%, so that it will cover its main section to make it responsive. But you can also keep it, but I think we should follow the VH one for this as well, so it will always be stack, right? So the nav div, and it should be horizontal, but it's not necessary for now. So let me copy this part first, right? So if I go back, you can see Figma to WeWeb toolkit, and if I click on design, you just need to click on generate design, but there is a style option as well. If you want to add type on colors, you can also do that, but I think you should not follow this for now, because the things I'm going to do, if you want to develop your application in WeWeb, then I will suggest you, and as a beginner, then I will suggest you to follow my like guideline, that the way I'm actually developing this application. So you don't have to worry for anything, just copy and paste my strategy here, and then you can do everything by yourself after that. But for now, just follow me. So you don't have to add any styles for now, because it's a basic and beginner part. So you just need to click on generate design. So this will copy the left side navigation layouts, right? So if I click on it, you can see generate successful, and go back. And if I click on more, you can see a import from Figma option imported successfully, right? So now I can paste that. See, it's coming. So I just need to drag that. At this moment, you can see it's not inside that navbar, it's created another one. So I just need to drag and drop inside it. See, but there is one thing I need to tell you, that the background I have, I need to delete that, and I need to make it transparent. and you can see this is actually extending the position of it. So I need to make it percentage, sorry, 100%. Now it's actually stacking, right? But there is some option because it's overlapping and making overflow, because the design I copied from the online, it doesn't follow that guideline, right? So I always encourage you to follow that. So if I click on the its main parent part, and I just need to make the width part percentage and 100%, now you can see it's actually grabbing its own position now. So I need to change its own insert like its child section, and if I go there, you see the percentage is all right, but there's some problem in it. So I think I need to click on the main part of it, and I need to make it percentage. See, the problem has solved. But you can see the icon and everything is not properly generated from the Figma, because it's actually a icon. You can see this is actually icon widget. So if I extend that, you'll see, so this one is our icon. So I just need to click on it. You can see this is a logo mark. I can change the icon, or I can also delete that from here, because this is our div, right, a layout, and it's actually extended. So I just need to make it 100% for now to make it responsive. Now it's doing good. So I can add image from image section. There is the image one, but I want to add a icon for now. I don't want to make any hassles, because this is a application and dynamic one. So I don't want to add any images from third party or uploading that. That is not a proper practice, right? Like I will on my next video, or if I can do that now in this tutorial, I will try my best to show like how you can add images or whatever it is. You can do that. Like let me show you that. If I go back to Pinterest, and I can copy a logo. Okay, let me copy that. I just need to copy the image address, the URL itself, and if I click on this layout, I need to go back on the image and drag and drop that here. See, it's now inside it, but I need to make it small, but I'll do that later. So you can see this is our image dash widget, and on the right part of that image there is a option is image, and I just need to click on this switch option, because I need to make it, I need to attach a link here. So if I paste the link, see, this is actually a image URL that I am using from the outside. So the reason I am doing the this for now, the URL things, because we are going to use database where we will have our image URL generated. So we will use that here, but for now, for the use cases, I will show you everything. It is not possible to learn a new tools within one day, as it's a beginner based tutorial. So I will suggest you to follow me the way I'm doing, and then you will understand everything one by one. By the way, when you are going to practice that by yourself, it will take you time. The way you actually learn a tool, like the way you actually learn Figma or coding or any other tools. So this is actually the same way, but it's very convenient if you follow the tutorial the way actually the person actually breaking down everything. You just need to follow that and copy that, and do that by yourself by copying that, so you can understand everything what is happening here. So at this moment I am using this image, and if I go back to the setting on the edit option, you will see the width and height. I will make it 100 pixel, and we height should be auto because it will take that. Let me make it 60. See, and I can make it round from radius 1. Let me make it 100. See, now it's rounded. So if I go back now, this is our main frame. Inside that there is an image. I need to add a text here, so I can add this. I can copy that text and paste it here. I just to drag that. So the reason is actually happening. Okay, let me extend that so you can see the whole page, because it's very necessary to show you everything. So if I click on it, you will see there is a layout option. at this moment it's vertical, that's why it is actually vertically aligned. If I click on horizontal, it's on top because it's on top at this moment. I just need to make it center. And if I want to add gap here, let me add 10 pixels gap and change the text. I'm using Interfont now, the font family, and if you can add multiple font from the manager, it's really easy. Let me add normal and the text should be 32. Oh, sorry, it's the wrong one. Yeah, see the feed one. So this is our left navbar. I can see there is another one actually is not properly copied from the Figma. I just need to make some adjustment here. It's normal because the designer I copied, maybe he didn't put effort on this. It's all right. So at this moment you can see this one is actually 100%, but still there's some issue, like it's not filling the whole position of it, right? So I'm not sure why it's happening. I need to figure that out. Okay, let's debug that. See, okay, let me click on this one. It's 100%, and if I click on it, this is the first logo. This one is our search input, and this frame is our nav menu, and this one, see, that is the reason. This is the image icon and everything. So if this is the part, and the width should be 100%. Yeah, now it's working. So if I click on it, I can make it copy, but let me change the text here. So the text should be yeah, 16 is all right, and it should be light. No, not looks good, so I should make it normal. Always follow the normal one for this. And if I want to change the image, I need to name it home, right? So I can use a home icon from here. That is all bundles you will find from this icon section. So let me use the default one. Maybe there is a home icon. Yeah, it's there, so I just name it home feed, because it will this home section will display just the basic things, like all collections, like all designs, like this one, right? So we will add the rest of the part if necessary, but I am showing you the basic one. So if I click on this one, I can copy this and paste another one, but I need to add a small stroke beneath of it. So let's go back and add border here, or you can use outline as well, but this one is not dynamic. So I just need to go back, and the bottom should be 1, and I think, yeah, it's working. And let me make the radius 0. Yeah, now it looks good. So I just need to make the bottom a bit off-white, something like this. Yeah, now it looks good, but there is a huge gap, right? I need to delete that for now. Okay, let's keep it. It's not necessary to add that. See, I need to make it a bit 10%. Yeah, now it looks good. And let me remove the like the padding itself for now. Left and right 0 0. See, it's not looks good, so I can make the main part 10. Yeah, that's all right. now it looks nice. If I go back and preview mode, yeah, now it looks good. Okay, you have full liberty to edit your stops, but I can wrap this input one, so I can make it looks good. Like this one is our frame, so I'm not sure which one actually using the radius, because this is, I didn't design that. So yeah, it's all right. So I can make the inner, like the its parent one using padding, left right side 10. Yeah, now it looks nice. So if I go back on the preview mode again, now it looks good. So yeah, let me add a icon over it. It should be search icon, but it's not possible for me to like search that will kill our time, right? For now I am going to show you the basic things, so let me use this one for now. So this will be our search icon. So let me change the text weight. I should not, yeah, so let me make this 14. Okay, it's we can use that, or we can also make it a bit okay. I think I should encourage you to follow my steps the way I'm working, so you can understand everything. So now you can see this one is not aligned properly. I just align this. Let me check what was the design. So this should be a cross and this should be alarming one. So I can do that from here. If I click on icon and info, I'm not sure, yeah, it's showing, yes, it's showing, and I can use this one and I can change the color a bit. Oh yeah, so radius should be 15, and I can wrap this inside a frame. It's already has, so I just change the padding. So left should be 10 because I did that for the rest of it. Yes, now it looks good. So you can change those text as well, but I'm not going to do that. I hope you understand. You can do whatever you want, but I'm just showing you the main things, like the internal part, like the logical dynamic things, right? That's the most important part. So that is the reason I am actually moving first from here. So our left navigation bar is ready for now, because we'll have our home page. I'm not going to use any other pages for now to show you. So our left side is ready. There is one thing has left. I need to show you that, this one, right? It has its own field. So the frame, it's a user. So this should be the width should be percentage 100%. Yes, it looks good, and I can change the text from 12 pixels for now, because I know you all understand why I'm doing this. I just don't want to extend my time for here for now. So basic membership, I can change that into 10, and this should be, I need to change everything here because it's messed up. If I click the image, this one containing this part, let me remove that. I don't need that part. So this one is our image, everything, so I need to align that. It should be centered. Image, this one should be centered, right? Yeah, and there gap between 5. Yeah, now it looks good. And if I change the, okay, so I can add logout or sign out icon here. It's not there. Logout us, no, there is no logout button here. Sign out, yeah, it's there. So I need to center this. Now it looks fine, right? Yeah, it looks nice. And I can, so it will keep its own outline here to finish that, the same style I'm using. So now, okay, let's keep this for now because I don't want to spend time on the designing part. So let's keep it as it is for now. I hope you understand the way you should I believe you'll be able to change that a little gap to maintain the hierarchy, but I'm not doing that for now. So you can see it's extending much, so I can change the percentage here. So if I click on the nav div and click on edit part, I need to check our percentage. I should make it 15 because if I extend that, see, that is the reason. You can change your background, but I'm not doing that for now. Let's add our another section. I need to just duplicate that by Control D or Command D. It should be middle one, and if I click on this one, you will see this is not horizontal. That is why it's showing something like this. So I need to change that percentage, it the 15, so I can make it 50%, 70%, 70, 85, 50, right? Okay, 65. Okay, let's delete everything here. So I just need to copy this one, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's copying. So I just need to click on generate design. Let's see what it will show. It's showing nothing because it has a lot of elements inside it, so I need to split that. So let me click this one first and this one first. No, it's not doing. So let me start from this one. Generate. Yeah, it's generating. So I just need to go back to my profile and click on import, and if I click on middle, yeah, it's already pasted. So I just need to drag this inside the middle one as a layer, so you can see it's showing. So and I need to the image icon is not the search input is not showing properly because I converted that as input, so I can delete that. Let me show you. So this one is the first one, the first frame. Let's name it first frame, and it's inside it there is the input text. I just need to delete that and add the new input field, so it will look something like this. And if I click on it, I just need to center this, and I need to make this perfect. So let me click on this one first, the first frame, this one, and its width should be 40%. Yeah, now it looks good. So yeah, I can add a plus button here, but I'm not doing that for now. This should be normal and the size is all right now. So if I click on preview mode, see, it looks good, but it's not aligned properly with this one, so I need to change that. And also there is a reason behind this, because if I click on the nav div and go back, you'll see the padding of itself. This one, it has a big padding on 32, right? So I just need to make it 10 or 15, and I should do the same for this one. It's 20, and yeah, if I click on the preview mode, see, now it looks aligned. And if you want to add a similar ratio here like the outline, we can do that. this one is using height is auto, but if I click on the fixed one, you can see it's 100, right? So let me make this one 100, but this one has its 20, but their sizes is not same. And also the padding, like if I click here and I can see the height here should be auto, so it will be something like this, like it will fit the content inside it. So now you can see it has 10, it has 20, and if I click on this I can make it 20, and now you can see the layer is well maintained here as well. So yes, I just need to make this 100 now, but I should not do that. Okay, I don't want to spend time here. Let's add functionalities. Let's focus on functionalities and everything. So this frame is not necessary, so I can remove that. I'm not sure what I just deleted. So this one is our search one. I need to copy that and paste it here as well. Yeah, I just need to drag inside it. Yes, I just need to make it percentage 100%. Yeah, now it looks okay. So let me go back again and check. Yeah, it looks similar. I just need to copy the text. Okay, let search. If I have all I have already a search, I don't need that, but let's keep it for now to for the betterment of this icon. We can add widgets and any functionalities here, but let's keep this. Let me copy the rest of the part, but I'm not sure if it will do that or not. No, it's not doing. So let me change the first frame, should be duplicated by Ctrl D, and this should be second frame, and if I click on it I need to make it vertical, and the second image should not have the borders or whatever it is, so I just remove that. And if I click on it I need to delete everything from its side of it, so I need to copy that. If I click on layers, first one, this one is second one, this one, need to copy this, import from Figma, click on it, paste that. No, it's not doing. I need to copy that again. Invalid, right? I need to copy that again. Sometimes it happens. So that because it has multiple issues inside it, so I just need to remove them and detach that, because I don't need any variants or that will kill our internal, also that will not let us to copy that on WeWeb, because inside the Figma it has its own purpose for those variants and components, so we should ignore that. And if I duplicate that, now it looks fine. Okay, let me copy this one. I think we will be able to copy everything now, but let me start from one by one. And if I click on import, oh, why it's happening? So copy again. I need to check if it has its, yeah, it's the same sheet again and again. Extremely sorry. Reset, detach. Yeah, now it's okay. Sorry guys. So I need to click again here. Let me see if it, no, it will not gonna work like that. So I just need to remove all the detach like components itself and everything. If it has, click on it, no, it doesn't have anything, but it has this, so I just need to detach that. This one as well, I need to detach that from here as well. I will move for like I will make it first. Okay, it's done. This one I need to detach that as well. Detach, yes. Let me check this one again. Well, I have detached all the instances from here, so now we'll be able to copy that. As I told you all before, I am using this UI dashboard from a library in Figma, so I didn't design that by myself. But when you design that, you have to follow the hierarchy of the layout, like the way a UI design work. So now it's working properly, so it has no internal component or variants. So now I can copy this layout. Just click on generate design, and if I go back and click on import from Figma and paste that here, so it's pasted. So I just need to drag this inside that second frame, and see, the image is not, because this is application, that is why there is no image will be used here. We will use them all dynamically. I will show you everything, but for now let me add a like user nab. Yeah, I can use that. So human avatar, this one is funny, right? So let me use this one. This one is no, it's not looks good. So okay, let me use this. Copy the image address. Now it looks nice, so if I click on it, I will use that for now, but we will use apply dynamic hierarchy everything later. So now it looks good. This will be the username, and if I click on the border, you can see it is using 5. Now I am using 2, so now it looks fine. So let me duplicate that multiple times. Okay, let me use it for now, and if I click on it, there is a shadow, so I just need to remove that and add border, and I can make it 70%, but I'm not sure what I have used here. So 10%, right? So let me apply the same for this. Yeah, now it looks nice. So you can see there are some overflow issue here, so I just need to go back and add the width should be 100%. So oh, okay, okay, let me solve that issue. This is the second frame. I should apply this here. This should be 100%. This is the users. Okay, so now it looks nice, and I can add but like outline, but not now. Also I should apply this for this one as well. Sorry, yes, this should be okay. There's some issue here because it's extended 760. Now it looks fine. So I will add the outline later, because if I add another div on the right side, it will cover that later. So let me add another section. Successful, but I'm not sure if it will paste it here properly, because there may be some instances. Yeah, it's imported successfully, so I just need to paste it that. See this one. So I just need to drag this and put this. This is our second frame I have created. This is the first frame. Second frame, inside that there is this one, but it's not showing properly because it's horizontal for now. I just need to make it vertical, and if I click on it, there's some issue going on, so I just need to make sure everything works properly. This one should be percentage 100%. See, it's working, and if I click on it, it should be 100 as well. So now it looks fine, and there's some issue on this here. We will fix that later, but let me create some row gap 10, 20. Yes, so this is the frame, this is the content frame, right? So if I click on it, you will see the width is not aligned properly. I just need to make it 100%. Now it looks fine. So there are some if I zoom in, see there's some issue because it has its own layout border, or the stroke you can say, this one as well. So there's some mismatch here. I just need to fix that, so I will do that first. So I don't need, I should follow this, and I should make everything 0 and remove everything from here, the left one as well. So I just need to add the bottom one here, just one, and this should be 10. Yeah, now it looks nice. So I just need to remove the shadow. Maybe it has some shadow inside it. No, it doesn't have anything, but there are some shadow I can see, so maybe it's inside this one. Yes, now it looks nice. So there are some layout here as well, like outline here as well, so I just need to remove that. The outline is 0. Yeah, now it looks nice. So I should add a top layout here, 1, this should be 10. Yeah, now it looks nice. So let me add an icon here. It should be centered. Yes, so what was the icon here? 3-dot icon, right? So I just need to add a new icon, 3-dot icon. Okay, yes, this one. Yeah, now it looks good. Don't worry about that part, because if I copy any image from here, like some design inspiration, if I go back and let me add a UI design, so you will understand that properly. So I just need to copy that. Okay, let me copy this one, but this one is GIF file maybe. Okay, let me add this one, copy image address. I will change that later, because for now I am just making it perfect as a style. But you can see there's some issue, because I should make it auto. Yes, now it looks nice. So I have to make this normal, and I can make this light. Yeah, looks good. Okay, let me keep everything normal, medium. This should be normal. Yeah, now it looks nice. So let me add this user URL for now. We will change everything later, just for now, so you can understand everything properly. So this should be like icon, heart, yes, and this one comment, message, phosphor, email, share, no comment. No, there is no such icon. Maybe there are some mismatch in the tag, so I can add that manually from here. So let me add that. Yes, share icon, phosphor, share icon. The share icon is not looks good, but let me use this for now. Save icon. There is no such a tag here, so I just need to add that manually. There should be a save icon, right? But I'm really sorry because it's taking time to do that. So let me add a default icon. I don't know where it is. I hope you understand the concept, right? So let me add a normal image as a share. Yeah, I already find that the save icon, right? So I can change everything, but let me keep it as it is for now. So this should be I can add a submit icon here, button. This should be submit button. So let me add a button here. I have already a button, so I can just copy this here. So this should be here. The button itself should be vertical. Now horizontal. This one I just need to drag this inside here. So yeah, now it looks nice. So I can make it submit. Let me change the background color of it. Let me make this black, and the text should be 12, and double click, comment, right? Comment or submit, because this is our comment section, so we can design that. So let me add the preview on. See, so I just need to make everything like this one. Should the left one should be fixed, but this one should be scrollable, right? So we can do that from here. If I go back, and the middle one, this one should be fixed. The position, this should be fixed. But see, so we can follow a step like this one inside it. I'm not going to make the fixed the main nav. I will use its child option. So if I make this fixed, see everything going, so I can make it absolute here. So yeah, now it looks good. And if I go back, see everything is actually scrollable. So I just need to make this fixed, so it will keep its position. So let me complete that. It should be fixed, right? So let me add a fixed one. I'm not directly added the fixed position on the main nav, the parent one. I should use this one, like the child one. So the position should be you can use sticky, but I am using fixed, and you see it's extending because it's actually at this moment it's fixed. That is why it's overlapping everything. So we just need to make the width based on the nav itself, because it's also 15%. So that is why I'm using this one as well. So now the internal borders it will have, the left side and everything, I am removing it because I'm using the main div. So if I go back and if I click on it, the left should be this one, and I can add 10%. So you will see there is something coming, but it's not. That's because this should not, this one, this should be right one. And if I add 10% here, you will see some, it's not coming, right? So let me check that again. So this one is our div one, the right section itself. So I just make the z index on, and this should be 100%, right? But it's still not showing, so I need to add some strategy here again. This one, this one, and if I go back again, I can make it bold so I can check that by myself. Let me change, let me debug that. There's some issue it's going on here, so I can make this 10%, so I can fix that from here. So, and I should make, okay, if it's not working properly here, we can add another strategy on this one, because I should add the border itself, the outline. Okay, the border should be the left side should be 1, and it should have its 10%. Yeah, now it's working. And if I change the gap to 0, see, it's gone. So I need to make some strategy here. So yeah, now it looks good. Yes, that looks good. So yeah, there's CSS styles and everything you need to follow, because I know I'm doing this based on the perspective, like you all guys know the Figma design styles and also the basic rules of CSS styles and everything of a application or web design. So you have to keep that in mind when design that. My main purpose is actually to show you how actually dynamic website work. So that at this moment I'm doing the basic design part. So you can design everything here as well, but I am using Figma because we all use Figma, and that is really fast forward to make this application completed. So yeah, our basic design has done, and there are some icon you can see. I can also copy from here, but I am not doing that for now. Let me copy them all from here, and let me delete that, the whole of it. Oh, it's gone. Sorry. Okay, so if I click on it and let me copy this, the whole of it, copy that and paste that here, this one. So I just need to extend that and paste that here, and it's not doing this job properly, so I just need to drag this on top and remove this, sorry, this, not this one, this one. I should keep this but not this one, and I just need to overlap everything. So now it's working, and I need to make this 100%, and if I click on it I can drag that inside it, so it will, yeah, now it's work. So yes, I don't need that. Okay, so this is actually the comment section, like when someone comments something it will display here. So our middle part has done, so we can move forward with our this part, like the final part. But let me check if it's working or not, like the scrollable things. Yes, it's working. So the whole design part is not looking good, but you have to do that by yourself to make it perfect, the design part. And if I go back again, and we have this part left, so we can copy that, but I think we have some like, yes, this one we can remove that, detach this one as well, the whole part we can detach everything. I will fast it forward, this one as well, so it has some content itself, so we just need to remove all the section, everything. So I will do that the similar way, but I'm not showing that here, so you'll get more time focusing on the main things, not this just design one, because the video will gonna very like long. So that is why I'm fasting forward this. So after that we will start our main part, like developing part in the backend side. Well, I have already completed the right side as usual. The way I actually designed everything, the layout and everything, I actually follow the same. To make the video short, I just did this on the background side and did it first. So on the right side I added the profile image of the user. We can also incorporate the username and everything here, and there the user suggestion will display, but we will think about that later. Let me create the authentication page first, like the main thing. We need to create a login and sign up page so that user can log in and sign up to use our application. So let's create that. And if I create a new page, we can name it auth, and yeah, that's it. I just need to create a new page, and here we can use our home page main section. So I just need to copy that, and I can go back to my auth page and I can paste that here, but it's not possible at this moment. So let's do that from scratch. So I just need to make the width 100% and the height should be 100 vh, so it's covered everything. So I just need to add form. So I can add this form, or there are multiple assets here as well. We can use that, like login form. I'm not sure, it's not here, so I can scroll down and check manually, because I always used from scratch. I designed that, like the login, authentication, everything. So there is a form here, so we can use that. So I just need to align this in the center, and you can see it's a component, so I don't want to use that. So I think there is no way to okay, let me create that from scratch. So we can use this form, and if I align this one, and we can name it email, and this input should be password. So if I click on it in the setting part, this is very important, so you have to keep that in mind. Email address, this should be field name, and custom validation not necessary. No initial value we need. Placeholder, you can keep this placeholder name, it should be email. And yeah, that's it. If I go here, you can see the short answer. Input type, I should name it email, so it will use as a email input, right? So if I go another part, the second input, and I can change the input type is password, and if I go to the setting part, we can name it pass, and here password. So this is our form, right? So we can stylize this, we can add a border here, this should be 1, and if I add a padding inside it, we can add that as well. So we already did that, and let's stylize the form, make it 10. Yeah, it looks nice. So I can add multiple padding here and add a radius like 10 or 15. Okay, now we can use that. So our authentication page is ready. So once the user submit, or we can name it login, sorry. So we need to create two form right here, so we can do that, but let me add a text here first so I can show you everything, like the text import here. We can name it don't have any account. Okay, already I have an account, should be. So I can make it small and can change the text color a bit, and we can make the, yeah, looks nice. So I can duplicate that again and right click on it, and we can group that, and I should make it vertical and I should drag that inside it. So there is two part, we just need to make it horizontal, and this should be login, right? Now we just need to change the cap. 5 is fine, we can make it blue in a traditional way, the blue color, or your brand color if you need, and I can name it sign up. So if I click on it, there is another form will create, right? So this is the main part, like this is the fun part coming. So I need to name it sign up, and I need to duplicate that again. This should be login. So there is two form we have. So if I click on the login part, so this should be login, right? And if I sign up, make it we can make it sign up. Yeah, that looks nice. So let me add this as a logic. So so the logic will be, if I click on the logic part, I can create that using the AI, but I'm not doing that because it's very important to let you know how the logic works in function in no code program, as well as on the full stack development as well. So if I click on this one, I want this login display will come, and if I click on create on, the sign up page will come. So I need to bind them in a variable means it's a false or true value, you can say. So let me show you so you can understand. So I just on the data part there is a variables option. I just need to create a new one, and we can name it toggle auth form, and this type should be boolean, that because it's a true or false, right? So you will understand everything. So do you need to preserve that? No, I don't need to preserve that on navigation. That means when someone click on it, we'll navigate to the another page, but there if you want to preserve that value, it will do that, but we don't need that because we just need this in this specific page and save in local storage. That means it will save that in local storage, that means in this browser for a limited time based on the cancellation or everything. But you don't have to worry for this part, you will understand everything gradually. But let me break down this one. So now if I click on, I need to bind them. So let me bind the I want to display the sign up form each time, right? or login. Let me display the login form. So if I click on this form in the layout part, you can see I clicked on login form, right? So there is a display option here. I need to bind that. This is actually bind option. It's a dynamic thing. So if I click on it, it's gone, that because there is no value we actually attached on the main part. So I just need to add this on the variable section. You can see this is a variable section. We have data created, toggle auth form that we have created, and this value is actually at this moment false. That means it's false now. That is, if I click on it and it's showing this value, that means we actually bind it is false with this value. But if we add not means if I add not in front of false, that will be true. I hope you understand. That means we can add not here, but this not will not gonna count, so we need to add not from here. So if I add, there is a not option, see, and if I bind that inside it, true. That means the value, initial value of toggle auth form at this moment is false, but I bind that using not. That means not means it will be the opposite, that means true, right? So we can apply that like this, or we can also use this one that will also indicate not. So that means this value will was false, but now it's true. That is why it's showing. True means it's showing, displaying. But if it is false, that it will not display. So that is why I bind that with this. And if I click on the sign up form, I can bind that with the same value, but it's not showing because this value is false. The sign up value is false, that is why it's hide and it's not displaying. But login form value, if I click here, it's true because I bind that is a not toggle, right? So we can bind that here as well. Like if I click on create on button, suppose this is a button, this is a text, but we will use this as a button. So if I click on the workflow, you need to keep that, we need to focus on it first because it's really very important. And I am going to use this workflow, but by practicing this it will be easier. I also face the same, but you will also understand gradually. But let me click on it. This is actually workflow, like what will happen when we click on this text. So this is the workflow, right? This is actually a event, you can say, like what will happen if we click on it, like the framer or Figma value, like when someone click on it, what will happen, that is the same. So I just need to click on it. So what I need to do, like when someone click on this button, we need to change the variable value that we have created here. Toggle auth form, I want to change that value. So this is the action. You can name it. I'm not going to name that. This will just showing the name. This is just default things. Change the variable value. Which variable? The variable I just created, toggle auth form, right? Click on it. The initial value at this moment is true because you saw the initial value of this is false, but I toggle that from there. That is why it's showing this true, the initial value, but it's not the binded one. We need to change that. Like if I click on it, this is our false version because this is our initial value. Default value is false, that is why it's showing false. Like when someone click on that part, this workflow will start and it will make it false, right? That's what we need, because when this value will be false, the value will not display. But this value will be false, but we have another integration there that is actually not false, right? That is means true. So that is why we need to add a toggles here. That is how we actually define the workflow. Let me show you. So if I click on here, this is a login button, right? If I click on create on, sign up coming, because sign up value was, this is actually sign up value. See, there is eye icon, it's visible at this moment. That means it's true now. That's because our login value was opposite of the sign up value, and this suppose this one is our toggle auth form, its default value was false, but our login form was true, opposite of it, because we had a not there in front of it, if you remember that. But so that's the reason it was true. But when I click on the workflow of it, if I click here again, there is no workflow here, that is why it's not showing anything. But if I reload that again, this is our login form, right? We added a workflow here. Let me add a cursor so you'll understand that better. Pointer, add a pointer here. Now it will show this pointer. So our login form is displaying because it's the not version of it, but we add a workflow where the value will be opposite again, because like it was false, then it was not false, then it was true. That means not false is true, but now it's again the opposite, like the not value. That means it is showing the sign up, because it's again gonna, the value will be false, and our sign up value need a false value, right? That is why it's showing. And if I go back again, I need to add again this like here another logic. So let me add the cursor here again, the pointer cursor, so it will display the pointer. This is a stylus thing. I added a cursor here like the framework of Figma. So I need to add another workflow for this sign up form. It was before for the login form I have created. Now I'm created a logic workflow for the sign up. So if I click on trigger, new, and I need to add again, change the variable, and the variable value was toggle, right? And I just need to change the value of this, something like this, so you will understand everything now. It's if I click on it, it's showing login form. If I click on it again, it's true. That because there is all the like logs you will see, like the toggle auth form value, it was let me reload that again, it will start again. So this is our main interface. When someone visit our website, it will display this interface like the form. So at this moment the initial value false, the current value, right? Because I added the default value is false, and false means what? The sign up value, it will be false. That is why it's not showing. But the login form, what was the login form? The opposite of the false, like this, the opposite of this. That is why it's showing, because the value was false and the opposite of false is true, and I binded that here, if you can remember the display. That's why it's showing true. And if I go here, I'll show you everything. Like if I click on it again, see the form value, the toggle auth form value, this one now is true, because I added that opposite workflow, if you can remember. If I click on it again, just a second, this is the workflow I have created, right? This is the workflow I have created. And it was the opposite. That is why it's showing the opposite one, and this is why it's showing now. It's true now. That is why it's showing. And if I click it again, you'll see the value is false, and the false value is opposite of the login, right? That is why login showing, and sign up is gone. And if I click on again, now sign up is visible, that because it's opposite of false, true and false, and the login value is gone because it's not visible and it's false now. That's how you can add logic. And if you play around with it again and again, you will understand what is actually happening. True and false, 0 and 1. That's the simple logic. So so our basic setup is done. So I just need to create a database, and that will also be no code. So you don't have to create any code or any logics there. No SQL, nothing else. You just need to create a account in Supabase, and you just need to create a new project. This is a Supabase account. I'll provide the link. You just need, it is actually a database platform we are going to use. And if I you just need to create an account, and this is interface will show. And if I click on the new project, I'm using this one that I just I had to create when I create an account. So it will automatically create that. You just need to name it, and you just need to set up your password and the region based on your region. I'm using Singapore, or I can use it Asia. It's up to you. So I'm using Singapore for now. And if I create it's based on your region, right? If you are in Europe, you need to select that, or USA, you need to set up that accordingly. I just need to click on it, the new project will start. So if I go back to the Excalibur, so our front end side, it's created, right? Now I need to display data from my database here. So that will be our backend side, and we need to show everything on here. So what is our goal here? User will create a post where they will display their design, like this will be their design, and they will also add some description on their design, like a Dribbble has. So it's, suppose it's a Dribbble account or Pinterest account people actually use. So they just need to click on new design. So a form will appear to create a new design where they need to upload an image, and there will be a text, and people can also comment on it, right? So how we can create that database? So for first of all, we need a user database that will have store username, user email address, and everything. So we need to create that first. So let me create that. If you need to understand like how like Supabase actually work, I will cover everything. But if you still face issue, you can contact with me. I have a one-to-one session here. You can contact with me, and I will try my best to assist. So let me create a new table. I can do that from here, but I'm not going to do that. I will use SQL editor using AI. I will ask AI, create a table name user info with we need username, right? So we can use username, sorry, that will contain username, user email address as well if you want, but that user address is not necessary because that will store in our Supabase profile. So it will cover username, user image, and what? That's it, username and user image. That's the important part. So and add RLS policy. What is RLS policy? Okay, we'll do that later. Let me create that table first. So there will be a table. If I click on it, it will create the SQL for me. You just need to wait. This is our SQL code. I just need to copy that and paste that here, and I just need to run this. Success, no rows returned, right? So if I go back, see our user info table has created. And if I go to the database part, you will see this is our new table in our database where we have username, user image, and this ID. And if you don't add, like, this ID will be the user ID, right? Like this will be specific. If I go back again, this is our public table, but if I click on it, this is a auth table. Auth table, what it is, this is actually when user create it, it will create automatically. You don't have to create that, it will create for you automatically, where you will have everything like your user ID, your unique ID, that will have your email as well, and you don't have to worry for anything for now. Just remember, you will have your user ID, your email address, the email address you are using when sign up. So that will contain everything here, so you don't have to create all those table here. You just need to create your all public tables. And if I click on it, your public table is ready, and I need to bind the ID, this one, with our user ID, so that we can validate who is actually the user. And who is actually the user ID, if we can bind that here with our user ID, this will be like validated. Like we can filter that from here. Like if I know the user ID, the we can filter, or we can find the user from this table, right? So let me go back to the SQL again, delete that. Now create a relation with the ID and auth user ID. That means the user ID with the ID of this table. That means the ID of this table, if I go there, oh sorry, it's gone. So this ID and our auth user ID, this one, so that it will bind that with it. You will understand everything. Just let me create that first. So let's create a relation with this table's ID with auth user ID. Let me see what it will create for us. Yeah, it's created user info, right? So I just need to copy that, remove this, paste that here, and hit run. Cannot be implement. Okay. I just need to debug that. Just a second, it will do everything for you. If it has any issue with that, you can create relation from here, because this AI sometimes gonna be disturbing, but it will create everything. But to create a relation, I will always recommend you to use the public one. If I click on it, this table, click on edit table, see this table, right? So if I click on it, I just need to relate this with our auth users. This is our public user info ID. We just need to add this with our auth user ID, and this is not matched. That is why we need to make this user ID. See this type, this is a type. It was integer before, now it's user ID. Now it will match. So I just need to save it first, then I will create that. Again, because it was error before, let me check that again, what's happening. There were some errors, right? Okay, there is one thing we can do. As we have already created that is the reason it's not showing. We can create another table that will store our user ID, and that will be our UID. And now you can bind that with our auth user ID. Just need to save this, and if I save, it will automatically save now. So now you can see it's showing you your auth user ID. This is actually our main user ID. When I created an account, we have our unique user ID, and that is we bind it with this table. So each row, each record will have their own specific user ID. That is how you can validate their information, right? So let me add RLS policy here. What is RLS policy? If I click on it, you can see add RLS policy here. We are not going to do that from here, so we are going to add RLS policy, add insert means, let me show you here. Insert means this is our table, right? This is the table we are going to create. This one, user table. So user table has unique ID, UUID, right? These are unique ID that we actually bind it. We are not using email from here, we are using email from the direct on our auth page table. So we can just like forget this one. This is our name, will have this, will have our other information. So what insert does, it will add new record here, right? What is update does, it will update. Each row has its own identity, like this user ID, the person has this user ID will have their information here. So if I click on update, it will update this specific row for them. And if I click on delete, if I call this delete, this will delete that. Select means it will gather all that information and will display to you. I will cover that everything one by one. So now we need to add RLS policy. What is RLS policy? It's actually this one. It will enable everything for authenticated users, like the users just logged in and the user has their account. That will enable them to edit or add or delete or insert, so for them using that RLS policy. And what is RLS policy here? I need to show you from here, but I can do that. Like create a policy. See, there is a select. We can use this authenticated users. We can also use insert. We can also use update, delete everything, but we will use AI for that, because I know everyone watching here, most of them are non-coder and they want a no-code platform things here. So I just need to go back and tell him add RLS policy for insert policies. If I use policies, it will do everything. Like I don't need to mention that individually. Policy like for authenticated users. See, it's showing select, insert, update and delete one. So it's already created for me. I just need to copy this, delete that, paste here, run. Nopal matches given name. So user info, I have that name. Okay, I can use ChatGPT for that. Create Supabase RLS policies for authenticated users in user info table, because my table name is user info, right? Under one code. Let me check that if it gonna work or not. Yeah, it's done. I think it's working. So I just refresh that. Yes, auth policies for all authenticated users can manage their own data. See, okay, if it has any issue, I'm not going to checking that manually. If it has any issue, we'll do that manually. So for now I have created the, okay, what we have done so far, we have created our database, we have add our RLS policies for each user to validate security and privacy and everything, so that each user can do their own things. And that's how we can ensuring, like, this is our user. If it has this, like, it has unique ID 111, this one as well, that means this two row is actually this user's property. So now if they want to edit those, they need some RLS policy, that means row level security, right? Row level security, what is that? They can access these things. That's what we did here. So we have completed that so far. So we need to create another table for our post details. We'll do that later. Let me add our authentication first. So if I go back and click on home, you will see this is our project URL. I just need to copy that, and I need to go on our auth page, or we can use plugins here and click on Supabase, add, and it will show you everything. So I just need to add our connect Supabase. I can do that manually from here as well. See, so yes, so let me break down this. It will take a bit time. So yeah, it's already connected. So I just need to click on continue. It will show you the project URL. I need to paste that because it will automatically gather those for you, and I just need to click on continue. It will take a bit time to connect. Yeah, it's done, and this is our table, right? I just need to click on enable this and hit continue. Okay, our initial setup is done, so I just need to click on it, and if I click on login, let me do the let me create a sign up first. These are sign up form. If I click on it, and I need to click on sign up button, like when someone fill their email and password, we need them to create. Okay, I can click on this one, like they want us to click on this one, so it will automatically connect. Like this one, we are going to bind everything here, so I need to create a sign up workflow. So what it will does, when I click on that button, sign up button, it will create a Supabase account, right? Insert, update, list, everything here. We need to click on auth as well, because we need to set up that. This is just for the database, but we need to set up our auth as well. Authentication, Supabase, add, same, continue, continue. It will do everything for you, like roles level table and everything. You don't have to roles, either roles, everything, just click on. Okay, it's done. So now I can create authentication part. This one is coming now, right? So this one should be sign up. So what will we need for the sign up? We can name it sign up, and the email, what the email was, the input field we named email, right? You can see this one is email, password. So I just need to connect them, like bind them. It's really simple. I just need to bind them. The email value, what will be the email value? this one, right, from here. And if I bind that, you can test it this from here, like a@b.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so if I click on it now, you will see there's something it will show, like I just, because it's still not there, but I put something on the input field, that is why it's showing there. So that's how you can validate like it's working or not. So let me bind that password with it, the password. See, val1234 is valid, true, and email redirect to this page, home page. And metadata, we don't need anything, we can add captcha and everything, but we don't need that for now. So there is one thing I need to set up. For now, I don't want to users to verify the email by visiting their email address. I will disable that for now. So policies, see, sign in and up, I just need to go there, and confirm email will be disabled for now. So that's it. I just need to save it. Because we need to check and debug this again and again and again, each time. So there is many things we need to done. So that is why I'm actually disabling this, because if we don't disable that, it will send that verification on your email address. You need to verify that, it will, again you have to come, but I don't need that for now. I need to check that again and again manually, so that is why I'm disabling this. But when you actually deploy this project on your production level part, final part, you can enable that from here. That's it. So I'm disabling this for now. I have already did that. So let me go back here, so we can check this now. But let me set up this same for our login part as well. Click on it, add the workflow, go back, there is the option signing, right, email and password. I just need to bind that with our email address, the value that should be, I made a mistake, I need to bind that again, and I need to bind the password again, field password value. Same for the sign up, because I had a mismatch issue here, because this one is not the part. I need the value, field password value, right? I don't need is valid or not, that otherwise it will not gonna work. So let me create an account first. Okay, there is redirection issue as well, like I didn't set up the redirection for the login part. And to go back, click on it, captcha token and everything, but it doesn't have that redirection, so we can do that manually, like navigate to, select a page, home page, that's it. Like it will like when someone click on the login button, it will let him sign up, and then if it succeed, then it will start the next part. If it falls, it will not jump from here. So that's how actually workflow works here. So if it succeeded, then like the login part, like by verifying the email and password, then this workflow will start and it will redirect them to their home page, you can see. So that's how actually logic works. So let me create an account first, click on it. Okay, I can create an account with this, sign up. See, you can see all the logs value here, workflow done, setting value for users, authenticated, everything true, and we can check that from our Supabase database. The interface they changed recently, so that is why it's not showing, but I need to check that from here. See, at the rate of b.com, everything, phone, I disable that, provider email, so our account has created, right? So it's not redirecting me to my home page. Maybe there's some mismatch I did, so let me solve that first. So if I click on it again, it's showing redirect to, oh sorry, the email address, sorry, email redirect to sorry, this is not okay. I need to add navigate, and this should be home page, the page itself, not the other one. So it will, so let me create another account. I can create an account using b@b.com. Password will be the same. See, it succeeded, so that is why it's showing me this one as well. So it's showing my account now. So now I need to set up my account, right? Well, now we need to create a profile page here. So user can set up their profile, their username, their images by uploading that, this one. So let's create that profile, and you can click on it, or you can also duplicate. So I'm going to duplicate the auth page again, so it will keep the whole interface same, so I can edit on it. So this is our profile page, this is our auth page, but I have copied the auth page in a profile page. That is why in the profile page it's showing something like this. So let me design the whole interface now. So we can add a division here, and this division we can set up the width we can add 100, sorry, 600, and also the height we can add 400, and we can add color, but it's up to you. The radius should be 15, and we can add a border here. So this border, the opacity should be 10, so it will look something like this. Now we can add a profile image here. We can add another div inside it, and this div should be 100% fill for the width, that will cover the its parent, and height should be okay, let me add 100 for now. Okay, and we can add image here, make it horizontal, so it will add all the things in horizontally, and we need to bind that inside this this layer. So it's now inside this. So I need to make the image should be 60 by 60, and we can add the radius 100 to make it round, and we need to make the padding like okay, let me add a padding inside the parent section. 20, and then inside this one, profile info, this layer, and the inside it there's the image, and I can add a padding here as well, but that's not necessary. I can add a text here, and we can align these as a middle, and we can add a column gap here, 20, 15, and we can name this we can make it 24 to make it large, and we can make it okay, medium. So I'm not going to design the home page, profile page. Just need to show you how it actually work. You can create a profile page to set up everything. So let me add a button so that user can let me add a row gap 14, so user can set up their profile, or let's not do that, let's add a form. We can use the auth form, copy, and we can paste that inside profile, inside it. Just drag this so we can align everything in the center. Okay, I'm just showing you, so you can do that later based on your needs. So I don't need those. Okay, let me hide that part for now. Okay, so I hided that flex box inside text. So this should be name, username, and if I go back, this is the input type email. Not I'm going to use it short answer, so it will take it as a input as a short answer like username. And here I don't need that. I can add a we can add a upload. Well, I'm creating a new form here, so inside that I'm like inside that form I actually like move everything on the username like it was something like before. So I just drag that inside a new div and create a new layout here for this two component. So we can add a gap, sorry, row gap here, and your name. So I rename this, and also username, field name, initial value, your name, and we can add a style here. The padding we can add 20, and the radius we can add 15, and the outline border we can add that, and we can add 10, and the outline should be black, the border, sorry. Yeah, now it looks nice. So we can add a new upload component here, advanced one, include variables. Yeah, we can include variables. We can do that. Yeah, let me create that. So it will automatically create it two variables like files. It has created before, so let me delete that, and this one as well. So this should be I can rename these files, and I can also rename this only is uploading. So let me go back to files, like it will save the image uploaded image URL in this file. So I can name it text because I just want to enable this one to upload only one image. So that is why it's text. It's all right. If I use array, we can upload multiple images, but that's not necessary for the profile image upload, and is uploading is okay. So so to upload the image, we need to create a new bucket where we can store our images. So this is actually a storage. We need to create a new bucket. So here are all image files or any files gonna save. We can do that from here. We can name it profile image, and public bucket, yes, it should, I am using it for now as a public. And the profile policies, you can add new policies here for customization. Image profile image, okay, that's enough. And select, insert, update, delete everything. Authenticated users, obviously. So yeah, say policy, it's done. So it's created for policies here. So now we can use this. So our new bucket name is profile image, right? So let me go back. I need to create a new collection here, name it image storage, and the source should be Supabase, create table. So it's not possible from here. We can dynamically do that from this page. If I click on this upload option, if I go back on change, you see that I just change variable. That's all set up. So we need to change the variable that has created like this files one, right? And the value will be okay. let me rename this so you can understand that better. Image upload. So now you can understand everything. So if I click on it again, the workflow, you can now change image upload value, right? We need to bind it with this value, image upload. Okay, let me add another d here so I can track everything from, and go back, files, see, image upload this value. So this value will be saved, but we need to save like the bucket value here first, right? Storage list all files, upload a file, so name, we can name it from which bucket, right? The bucket we created like profile images, if I am not wrong, profile image only, not images, so it's case sensitive, so you have to keep that in mind. So which path, right? So I need to click on it, click on trigger, see, file name png, but what we need here, file, this should be this one, and path, if we go back the data, sorry, I think the event itself is not gonna work because we need the path, right? So WeWeb, well, let me upload image. So we need to upload add a workflow here, like how the interaction gonna work. So if I click on it, after click on upload files, it will upload the file. So we need to add upload file, this one, not this one, upload a file, right? So this will let user to upload a file inside our bucket. So which bucket? Profile image, if I'm not wrong. See, this is our bucket name, so that's what we did here. So inside that we have a path and file. So first you need to upload an image, so you can validate that properly. You have to do that, this one. So if I click on it again, so profile image is all right. Path, the path means the file we just uploaded, right? So it's an event because we have already created an event on the upload. That's the default one. I just uploaded an image, so that is why it's showing event. And if I click on it, we need a path. Which path? The image file name. That means this is a value dot name, this will be the path name. And if I click on file, which file we're going to track? This file. This will contain file image, or if you want to click on it, this is object, but we don't need any object, we need a value, file name, size, that's it. You can add multiple things here, but we don't need that. Now we need to save that the image uploaded image variable inside a new variable we have created. If I'm not wrong, this variable we created, right, the files one. So we need to bind that uploaded event value here. Let me show you. This is our event, right? Inside that event we have, let me reload that. Okay, delete. So it's did its work. Like I just test this, it has already did that. So I just need to click on change variable. Now you need to bind that with files, and the value will be the first event, this one, right? This one is error, bucket not found. Well, bucket not found, that means I need to reload our plugins again. Git rate of 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I just logged in. Now I can move to my profile page. Now I just need to click on log so I can take all the progress here. Click on it. It's not letting me because it has already like bucket not found. Are you sure? This bucket profile image, I need to test that. Path option, it created name error bucket dot found. I think there are some RLS policy here we are missing. Insert, edit, authenticated, right? It has to be. So profile slash image, profile slash image from bucket, upload a file, action name, and connect duplicate file from bucket. Can I bind anything here? No. Fine. Okay, let me copy that again. I'm really confused, but I hope it will work. So let me test it again. Oh, now it's working. Maybe. Yes, it's created. Now we can change that. See our new action coming from action 1. This is our first action. So what we are going to store in our variable, the ID or the path or the full path. We need to save the file name only. So if I click on it, we will see something gonna happen. So let me upload that again. Maybe it will not gonna work. Oh, it's working. So let me check my file data. Yes, it's showing something AVIB file, but it will work. Let me show you. So if let me test that from here first. I just need to bind that with it, but it's not possible because we need to store that in a table in Supabase so that we can trigger that from here. So let me create that workflow first. So it has created the value. You can see like it has uploaded the file and get back with the file URL and everything. You can see here it worked succeeded. See, this one we are saving this to a variable named files, and that files the URL already saved. So now we just need to insert this in our database. Sorry, not select, it should be database insert, and what it will be user info, and fields ID will be default, username will be login form, username, this one I have created, this one username, that is why I bind that username value here. And let me go back there and click on it again. So I binded that with username, this one from username, and user image, that image like advanced file upload, that files the image URL that it saved here in this data. I just binded that. So now it will save that here, and user ID, it should be authenticated user ID, this one. As I said before, this is the user ID, the authenticated ID when user created an account. So this is how we actually validate that will store on that specific user row, right? So if I now click on workflow, it will not gonna work because it has already uploaded that. It will not gonna upload similar image again. So let me try with this, and it's done. So I need to name a, oh okay, it's already created a name, right? So let me go back. I mistakenly add everything on that part. So you can see username, your name, because I didn't add any username there, and this one. So I need to change the strategy a bit. So if I click on it again, oh sorry, so this one and the workflow, I just need to copy that and disable this, because this should be here, this should be here on the workflow. I need to create a new workflow on the button, and I just need to paste that, so it will trigger that workflow here, not there. So let me upload another image, this Apple one, or this user, not this one. So it's uploaded, you can see. So now I can name it Shams and save that. See, it's saved. Let me go back again, created. But there is one thing, and that is, as it's a single user, we should not let it create another account here. We need to change that strategy. So we need to delete everything, and if I go back, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. So I just need to remove that, and also this one. First save this file, given cannot column ID because it depends on it. Which one is saying user info? Let me remove that first. Okay, I need to do that again. Discard, edit. I just need to remove that and save it first. Let me check. Yeah, it's done. So I need to go back again and remove that user ID, save. Cannot column user because the object depends on it, because there is, I have connected that, right? So I need to create that page again table, because this table is not gonna work. So I need to delete that table. I'm going to ask my chatbot create a user info table with all authenticated RNS policy, create username, image URL field. the SQL gonna work. Okay, it's done. Let me check, maybe it will work. Exist UID. Okay, let me create that in chatbot. I just need to name it Supabase. Everything. Add relation with ID. Yeah, it's already did, so I don't need to do that. So let me paste that here. Yes, it's created. Yes, now it's done. So now I can connect this properly. So I just need to refresh my data. I need to go back there. Not this one, this one. I need to refresh my data again. So now I believe it's gonna work. So username, there is no user ID, so I need to refresh that. Yeah, it's gone. See, so the username, the bind should be username value, and user ID, this one, field everything. I binded that with authenticated user ID, this one, and the image URL, that should be this one. The advanced value files value, right? At this moment it's not there. So yeah, it's done. So let me check that. Upload, rename this, because otherwise it is not gonna work. It's done. So I think it's working. So if I click on it again, reload that, there is no file. I'm not sure why. Oh, I didn't click on this button, right? Need to click on it. Okay, now it's gonna work. Yes, Nam Shams, these are image URL. So let me create that. So let me bind that. This is really interesting, right? This is the main flavor part. I love this. So if I click on the image one, I just need to bind that with our I need to add our data here. Name, user info, so I can call that. Folder, no folder name, Supabase, create, table should be user. That's it, already coming, right? So now you'll see the user info coming here. So I just need to data, user ID, no, username, sorry, not username. This should be image URL. Yes, and this should be username. Well, we have already connected our path and file. So let's retrieve that value. Like when we uploaded a image, it will create a path and the file itself, and then we need to retrieve that from that value. Like it will store that on our Supabase storage, the bucket we have created. So I have added multiple images. Let me delete all. Let me start again so you can understand better. So let me upload an image here. Let me upload. Okay, let me download a user avatar. Okay, this one. Sorry, my internet connection a bit slow today. Let me download this. Yes, so I just need to upload that here, so you can see the log itself from it. And if I go back and click on it again from the layer and go to the workflow and click on it, see this one, I just need to retrieve that, like it's already uploaded, if you can see this one, right? But it's a jpg file but still not showing. I'm not sure why, so let me upload that again. Yeah, it always happens, so you need to keep that on mind. Whether you are super expert or not, you'll face such issue. So let me click on it, upload it. Yeah, it's already uploaded and it creates an id and full path here, you can see. So I just need to click on it again and track everything from there. So let me go back to workflow, and if I go there, I just need to create let me show the update here. Maybe there, this will still, yes, it's showing. So I just need to create a retrieve, like retrieve public url from the same bucket we have created. It will retrieve that link, the url that we just uploaded, and path will be the same. Event, and this is a default event, right? And this one is our action 1 xxx, I named it. And you can see this one is our previous event created. So I just need to retrieve that from here. So you can see it's an id and full path it's created. So we don't need that. We need a real action, but it will show from there. So I just need to click on it and refresh it. See, a public url just retrieved, like the Supabase url from here. This one is, it's actually a url, it's created in Supabase. So we just retrieve that from there and save that. So I just need to save that url that I just found on our variable, right? So let's click on it, and the variable should be files, and I just need to link that from this action to this one. Let me name it YYY, so you'll understand that better. See, this one is ours, this one first event, second, third, and the result will be here. The public url we have already get that, so that's the part. So once the user upload an image, it will save the uploaded image on our Supabase, on our this file variable, and that's what we need, right? So let me um, so let me click on it and go back and run this. So it will save that. So you will see that on our files now. See, our image url it's showing. You can check that from here as well. Let me copy this and paste that here. See, it's showing. So this is our public url we just created on our Supabase, and we just need to save that on our user info table here. I can see there is already, I have created an row for this specific user. Let me delete that because it's a add, not update. So if I add again, it will not let me do that. So I need to delete that before check this. So to save that on our table, I need to go back to our button workflow and go back there again. This is our username. So this is our insert database workflow, right? So I link that on our user info table that I created. This is our user info table, and I want to link here. If I go back, see, in our user info we need the username, the image URL like the profile image URL, and the user ID will be the users of UUID, like unique ID of their user, and I bind that with username value from here, from the input, this one, and if I go back again, and the image URL, I need to save that on our files. You can see it's already linked this file, this one, right? So we have already linked that. Let me link that again so you can understand. You just need to click on the bind and go back this file. That's it. And the created at field will automatically insert it based on the time stamp and everything. So yeah, our workflow has done. So when user upload an image, it will upload that on our bucket on Supabase and save that, retrieve the URL of that image, and that will save that on our files variable that we have created on our front end side. It's not front end like our WeWeb storage. This is a variable, and this is our final button, like save button. When someone click on it, it will save everything, and that will update here. So let me name this one. I have already uploaded an image, right? So I'm not going to do that again. So let me name it and hit save, and if I reload that, you will see it's coming, the image and everything. So you can make it real time. I just like it will update automatically. So what you can do is go back to your table and enable the real time. So when someone upload anything, it will automatically update it in real time. And if it's not, you can add a preload effect on the final save profile option, like just load page loader. You can add that and show page loader. It will show on top based on your brand color. You can add this. So that's how you can add preload if effect on top. So it will show a loading on top here, and it will update everything. So let me delete everything and I will show you how it will work. And go back to storage. It's happened, I'm deleting everything because it will not let you download upload same image again and again, like the name of the image. It's always track that from Supabase, and that's good. And also the user info, because it will only track record one row for each user, because we are connecting user ID for each table. So user ID is unique, and each user name and profile will be just one time, but we can edit that by update function, but I will show you that later. So let me go back again and click on preview, upload that Shams Nahid, save. See, coming. So that's how you can add real-time effect on your website, and that's really super fast, and that's why I like WeWeb and Framer. Those interface are same, and working terminology also same. So yeah, that's the reason most of the people who like Framer also like WeWeb for the web application development. So here I just showed you how you can set up your user profile here, I am showing you everything from like this, but you can add multiple effect. Like you can add a button here where you can navigate that. Like when someone click on that button, it will pop up as an overlay, and like a model, you can set up your profile, and here your user information will display. But I am just showing you the basic thing so you can understand, and you can do that the rest by yourself. So if you want to edit that, we can also do that. Let me click on the edit icon again, and let me create another one by duplicating that. Control D. This will help us to edit our row, because the row we just created here, we are not gonna it's not possible for us to create another record for that user, because this is our user unique ID and it will always track just one time. But we can edit that. Let me do that from here. So I just need to click on it, go back. This is our insert. We just need to go back here, and we just need to click on this update option, and this will let you update your row of that user info table based on your user ID, right? What is our user ID? The user ID of this is the authenticated user ID, right? Because the user at this moment, his user ID, this is the user ID. So this will track everything. When they found this user ID from the row, this row, it will let that row edited for that user. So let me click on the username. The username will be the username value. Okay, there is two username value, right? So we just need to change that username to. So let me go back again and click on it, this one, and the image URL, we have the advanced file upload, this one, the same. So now it will let you to edit your profile. Let me show you. So if I click on preview, now Shams Nahid, we can rename this Shams Digital, and if I hit save, you will see everything's changing Shams Digital, because it's letting us to edit our profile from there. See, now it's Shams Digital. But if you want to add your name again like Shams Nahid, see, the image is gone. That's because our data, this file, the value is gone. So what you can do, you can save that in local storage on that specific time, so that it will save that in your local storage, the preserve time. So whether you change the image or not, it will remain same. But that is not a good practice, because sometimes it will also change, because when we clicking on the save, this option, the uploaded image option, will be blank, and that's not we want, right? So we can add logics here, like when user found is there any image exist or not. Achha, I can skip that part. So you can edit that, like this one is our edit, add, that's it. So but you can add this upload image for that specific image option as well. It's all up to you. And yeah, that's how you can add information. Like you can insert information, you can also edit information from here, right? So this is really gonna interesting, because now I am going to set up our home page, because that's what we need for this application, the application I'm showing you, because I'm showing you the basic things and I just need the username and image. So now we can connect this with users. So let me click on it, And if I click on that users, where all the users card actually showed here, so we can make it dynamic. Let me show you how. So I just need to click on the users and go back to edit option. See, there is a repeat items option. I just need to click on and it will show some default items, but we need to bind that with our users. Click on it, it will show you the user info table, and you just need to click on that and it will show you one, because we just one collection at this moment. If you create another one, it will let you do that. So that's simple it is. So let me click on the profile image. Okay, I mistakenly deleted that user email from that table. Now it's coming, so I just need to go back here, and you can see there is just one user, that is why it's showing one. So I can edit them all. Like if I click on the image, I just need to click on the image here, bind that and remove this one, because we need the dynamic one. You can see here this icon is appearing, and you can see item data. That means it's connecting, it's fetching data from our user table. And here you can see user id, username, url, image, like the profile image url. I can bind that, so it will show you there. See, and if I bind that username, we can also do that from here. I just need to click on this bind option, click on here, username is Shams Nahid, so I can edit that image. I can edit that text here. Let's name it this, and yeah, it looks nice now. We can add the prefix as well. Like I just want the prefix of this name. Let me show you how. Formula, this one, add. Okay, let me click on it again. This is our text. I need to click on the edit option, click on it here, username prefix. Let me check what it will show. This AI option is actually came recently. It was in before, so I didn't check that much. Yes, maybe. It's not doing good. It's showing object and object, but I need to prompt it properly. This name, but if I click on it, it's not showing, right? Okay, I can ask. See, that means we need just prefix and not username. Okay, let me just forget that. I don't need that. Okay, Let me stylize this and this one as well. Okay, so this is our name. We can make it a bit large, and we can also reduce the line of the text. 14, 16. Okay, that looks nice. So this is our user. So if you want to add another user manually, you can also do that. Let me create another account. Let me go back auth. Okay, let me add a sign out, like logout button on top. So we can do that by clicking, just copying this button and hit paste here. And if I can see it's not aligned properly, I need to align it. This one, this one, this one. Okay, I can make it on top. Logout. I'm not stylizing this part, just keep it as it is. So to show you like how you can add logout, you can style that. Just go back and you can you will see sign out. That's it. So let me go back, click on it, sign out. It's signed out, but I didn't add the navigation. Like when someone sign out, what will happen for them to go back on their account or not. So we can bind like each page whether they are logged in or not. If you want to add a logged in users workflow here, we can also do that, like private access, authenticated users, save. So only authenticated users can access this. If I reload that, you will see nothing is showing because I logged out. I need to go back auth again, and let me add the it's showing for me because I'm using a developer mode now. I can add a workflow like after the logged out, we can delete this and we can add navigation to previous page. It's showing, but I don't need that. I need navigation, navigate to auth page. So that's it. Like if I click again, it's showing me the auth page now. So let me create another account at the top b.com. I'm not sure if that user exists or not, the user email. Yeah, it's doing. So now I can set up my profile. I can also redirect that on my profile account after logged in. So let me set up my profile now and download another image. Not this one, this one, save image. And if I go back, click on upload, it's not showing here. Maybe on back I can drag and drop it. Yes, it's done. Sean Smith, save. Yes. And if I go back to my home page, you will see another user will show there. John Smith showing, but not all pages. I'm not sure why. I need to check that. Maybe there's something wrong I did. If I click on it again, click on user and reload that, I can see it's not showing me. It's showing just one object. Maybe there's something wrong I did. So I can go back again and click on user info, data, It's showing just one because I didn't refresh that from data center. Maybe that's the reason. I can continue that again. Maybe now it will show. No, the user info is not showing data properly, so I need to user ID John Smith is showing. Okay, it's showing only just authenticated users data, right? But we need all data here, so that is why we need to create another user info on. We can select Supabase, create new one, user info, continue, filter. Any condition you need? No, I don't need any condition here. It's showing one item just for the user item. We can filter. This is the user info just for one user, right? But we need all users info here to display. At this moment it's just for authenticated users, so we need another query here so that it can display all users information, right? That's what we need. So I need to go back on my Supabase account and I need to take the auth policy. Select for all auth users. Let me check if it's valid or not. Yes, it's doing well. Now it's two policy, so I can now track or check that again. If I continue again, see, now it's showing two objects and it will display here as well. So my previous SQL and RLS policy only showed information just for one users, and now it's showing all users. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed with it, because there are some security stuffs and issue you need to follow, otherwise your data maybe got leaked. But as I'm showing you the basic for now, I'm not going to break down all everything, but I will display you like show you or breaking down everything accordingly when I get time. So now you can like show users information here. So it's also showing here as well, because I also connected that like this. So you can add repeat option to display your information here as well. So let me create a model now. Model means a pop-up will appear here, so where we can create this information like user post information and everything. Like if I go back, you can see sorry, so you can see our table hierarchy and architecture. Like this one is our auth table, right? This one is default from Supabase, so we didn't have to create that, but we created this public table called user information already, that has name, image, URL, and I need to create another one named shots. And what shots will does, it will refer everything, but you can link that from here also. You can create another user ID from here, so user can navigate that from, like validate everything from there as well. Like if I click on this open editor, okay, I'm not going to show that, this is too much complex. So I will create, so this I need to create a design shot option, like where we have title of that design, description, image URL, where we can incorporate designs image URL, like I did for this one, like image URL, a like count for the likes and comments count for the comments, right? So let me create that. Create a new table. You can create that manually, or you can also let GPT to create that for you, but I'm going to breaking down that. This is easy. Shorts, you can name it, or design shorts. And enable row level security, yes, I need that. And this one is our ID, created at integer. That should be integer, that means 1 to 3. You can name it, I'm not going to make it complex. And we need title, description, image URL. Let's name it title. This should be text, right? Text format. And description as well, text format. And another one, it is image URL. And this one will be our image URL, also text, likes. We can name it text as well, we don't need any list for this. Comments, we need, because we can increment that, but we cannot increment comments, so we need obviously JSON file. That means that will be your array or list. JSON means list. You can add multiple list of text here, so that will be much easier. And we need a reference ID, like user ID. You can refer that. Let's name it, let's name the type is UID, because our user ID is UID, right? UID, you can say it's a unique ID, and we need to connect that with our main user ID. So it's in under auth, users, and users ID. And with our this ID, UID, so it will create a relation to track whether the user is. And I just need to click on save. It's done. So I can apply the same, like let me copy that name. Create Supabase RLS for this table. Select, delete, insert, and obviously another one is update for auth, means authenticated users. Oh, it's showing me step by step, right? Okay, let me copy that. I can use our Supabase AI, create that. Let's didn't copy. I can paste that here and hit save. Okay, let me see what it's showing. And create table, create user table, info table. I already created, right? I told him to create just RLS policy, but it's still showing me all the information, right? Like I already created that, just provide me this one. And I just need to enable RLS policy. It's already enabled, so I just need to paste that here. Let me check. Yeah, it's completed. So our setup is done. I just need to link that here. What's our table name? I can see it's design shots. And just copy this and name it here. Sorry, design shots, and source should be Supabase create, and the table should be, I can refresh that, it will come up design shots. Just need to continue, and that's it. So let me create a model, and inside that I'll paste this format where I will modify this template there. You will understand everything. So I just need to click on add search model. You can use any of it, but let me use this one. I should use this one. So it's already created, so I just need to display true for now, so it will display. I explained that, right? So I just need to paste everything here, remove that, yes, and this one should be auto. Yes, it will contain everything like this. So I just need to create a padding here, so it will, yeah, I can use 15. Yes, you can see. Okay, it's not looks good, so I can remove the borders from here. See, so you can design this the way you want. So I need a title, and I also need a description. So this should be title, and this should be you should rename each of your row elements to track everything properly. Yes, so we can click on it, and it should be, the placeholder should be nothing. Initial value, you can name it nothing, but placeholder should be descriptions. Click on it, this one initial value should be empty, and we can name it title. And we need image upload, that will upload that image. And one thing I can do, I can create another bucket here, and we can separate each buckets for the proper architecture of the image, filtering and everything. But I am showing everything under one image for now, but I believe you can understand what we have to do if you need to create another bucket. Same things, you just need to connect that. So I'm using the same bucket here, so I'm not going to use multiple things there. So I can click on it, this bucket. What it will do, it will upload that, fine, retrieve that, save that. I need to save that in another like we can name it design image, and it should be text no, everything will be no. So we can save that in our variable design image, so it will save that there. So when we click on save design short, so it will save that, not here design shots. Obviously the id, everything you can see here, likes, titles, everything. I have another one, like if I go back on my Supabase table, you will see it has multiple, this one, title, description, comments, and user id. We need that user id, but it's not showing here. I need to click it. It's here, so I need to click on it first. The user id should be the user id, and if I go back, the likes, we don't need to uh click on any like this one, because the likes and comments will be different use cases, another format of things. So I will break down that later. Let me just create the shorts first so you can understand. We can filter that, like we can create another tables for this likes and comments for the specific design, but I'm showing you everything is under one for now, so you can understand the basic. Because if I make it too much complicated, you will not gonna like understand properly everything. So I'm doing everything under one table in database, but gradually I will let you know how you can create another table and create a connection with that to track each designs, likes, and comments. So the image url should be this one, design image that we stored, and the description should be this one, description one. The value we just named that, you can see this one. So this is our input field, so it will track that. And if I click on it again and go back, sorry, this one, and the title should be title one, yes, title, and the created at will be default, and id will be default because this id will be a 1 2 3 4 because our user id already there. So like when I save everything, it will save everything on our design shots, and that we can display or here. So let me make this model hide for now. I will connect that on the button later, but for now I am showing you like how you can connect everything. So yeah, it's still false, but it's not going, so I can unbind that off, and let me make this one list, right? So social media post, this is our content one. I just need to make it repeat and need to bind that with our design shots data. This is empty, it's showing because we don't have anything now. So I need to create a a collection first. Let me click on model, click on, and let me create that. So I can Pinterest UI designs. I can choose, okay, let me search any UI designs. And let me upload this one. Just save this and go back again. I'm going to upload a new image. It's gone. Okay, so let me name the title is what the title name, icon cards. And I can copy this one from here, the description part, and I just need to upload that design here. let me check. I can add progress like loading progress when upload and everything. I will come up with that later on another video if possible. And you can see it's already retrieved. I just need to save this. No primary key defined at object update cdn WeWeb. So there must be something wrong there, maybe some. Okay, let me check that. Yeah, debugging is really cool, and I will suggest you to keep practicing on that part. So what it's showing, the enter the value, it should be default, and the fields created at everything is showing properly, but it's not letting us to create any profile. So I just need to, okay, title, description. An error happened during the errors, no primary key defined at object. Is that necessary? Let me check that again. Yes, now it's showing like it's not taking its in default. So if I go back there, maybe there are some RLS policies is missing. So I need to check that. Insert authenticated users, insert signed shots, edit policy is true. Public design shots, everything coming good. Well, now the fun part will be like we are going to save that, and it will save on our this table, our design shots table, based on the like this is our design shots. So we are going to add or create a new shot on our table that will contain title, description, and image URL for now, and later our likes and comments will be updated gradually based on other users actions that we will do later. So let me set up the process to create a collection first, like the design shots. So I just need to click on this button because I have already copied the previous action. So I just need to click on the database. We need to create a new database collection, right? So we can use the insert, not the update, because we are going to insert information there on our table. So if I click on here, you can see design shots, it's visible now. So I just need to add like user ID will be automatically generated, created, add also, because it's a timestamp, it's a default one, but the title we need that. So I just need to go back, and you can see I have created already the title. I can show you there. This one is our title, right? And this one is our description part. The value we are going to input here, we just need to save that on our this option. So I have already connected that from input, and I need to connect the description part as well here. So I just need to click on the description, and the next part will be the image URL that we just saved from the variable you can see the design image. So that's it. And the last part is the user ID. We need that because it will save that based on the user ID. So this one is our user ID, the authenticated user, like the I am the user at this moment here because I just logged in and I am the authenticated person. So yeah, we don't need to connect the likes and comments for now. We will do that later. So yeah, that's it. So if I am going to check that, so I just need to name it, let me, okay, I can name whatever I want. So I can just copy this, okay, let me copy this title for now, just a demo version, right? So we just need to test that because we are now beta mode and we are testing this. And we can also copy this one. Let me copy from here to here, not all, because I need to test that first. And I just need to paste it, and I'm going to upload a new image, the design image. This one is okay, and I need to remove that. Okay, so I need to rename this and I can upload that. So you can see the updates and everything coming up on the left side. So it's already like uploaded and retrieve that image URL. I just need to click on the save, and you can see it's already did his job. So I just need to go back and check my design shots here. See, already a new collection like shots and row has created. So this row has that ID name default one because we are using integer. That means we are not using unique ID here, right? So this one will that because we should not follow the unique ID for each of the rows as a primary key, because sometimes uh, it will be a mismatched. So if you have a user's multiple collections, or uh, like the rows have exist on a table, if you need that, I will always suggest you to use like this type of integer rate for the data, like I'm going to show that. See, but our user info is not like that because our user info is user unique ID. You can see that. So if I go back again, and you can see our title already inserted, and this one is our description part, and our image URL already implicated here. So I just need to bind that. So let me go back on layout and click on model and make it off, and now you can see it's empty. I'm going to repeat that. I just need to go back there and go back to your database and the user design shot and data. It's showing empty. I just need to reload that again. I can see there is no data showing here, so I need to go back there again and refresh that. I need to check it again. Continue, not guided, advance, everything, design shots, reload that. No, it's not showing, so let me delete that and fetch it again. Yeah, we can do that. So I just need to create a new one. Design shots, all filled. Yes. So that the reason it's happening, that because there's some thing we didn't add, like the RLS policy. We need the like the read, like we need to read data from this table. So we need that, like the select one means the read one, as I showed you before. I can create I can show that again. So here you can see this one is our select one that will read all the data of that table and display to you based on the condition. We need that. So let me ask our AI, I'm sorry for the background, uh, create a select RLS policy for design shorts table for authenticated users, right? So I just need to go back to SQL editor and paste the code they generated for us. Sorry, it's still thinking, so let me give it time, or we can also manually do that. Yes, it's already completed. I just need to copy this and I just need to paste that on our Supabase table. I'm extremely sorry for the background noise. So it's done. So our new RLS policy has created. You can see here it's select one. So now we can fetch data. So let me test that again. Go back, continue. See, it's coming now, and that's what we need. And I just need to bind that here again. Design shots data. Yes, it's coming. And I just need to change everything. Like this one should be user image, like the user image URL, and I just this one, it's the user image, right? So I need to go back and user info data. So this one should be image URL of that user, and this one should be username here, and this one should be design shots, no, username, right? User info, we have that on user info table. So name, and we can also create a new role, like the user role, sorry, the role as well, like what's their profession is. We can also bind that, but we didn't create that on our table, so let me keep it as it is now. And now the main part is coming, like the like the new shorts we created. We need to go there. The short title is this one, if I'm not wrong. I need to go back again. Let me go back to layout, this one. This should be the title here, this one and this one, and I just need to go there again. And description, I can add a new title here. I just need to copy that, just duplicate this and create a new one, like 24. And title is not necessary, I am just showing you like how you can do that. So that's the reason I am using title. And the title one, that's it. I can now bind this. The dog is really irritating today, I'm not sure why. So this is our title, description, and this is our image. We can bind our image now, the image we just uploaded. Yes, it's coming. And we can also bind those with our likes and comments and share. I don't need to share now. And that's it. And that's how we can create collection. If I create another collection now, you will see another one will coming up. So let me create another collection now. I just need to go back and just, well, let's apply the like function here. Like when user click on it, the like will increment. So at this moment there is no function applied here, so I just need to add a function. So first let me add a pointer here, like the cursor pointer. Click on it and I will find that here the cursor, it should be pointer, so it will point like this. We can all like now we can add the function logic here. So if I click on it and click on the workflow, click on it, and there is an option like database update. We need to update the database because the shorts or collection already created, you can see here. And the like option, we need to increment that. So let me go back. Here you can see there's some default value here, but I need to empty that because there is no likes, right? So when someone create an account, there will be no likes. So that's our logic here, so I need to update that. So the table is design shots table, this one, and I need to go back on our workflow and bind everything. So at this moment this is our index, right? The current index we are clicking, the whole interface. This one is a index. So if I click here and inside it, this is our like option. And if I go there, we need to bind the ID because we need to identify which short or design collection we need to increment based on the user click. So at this moment it's redirecting this one. You can see this will appear. So you can see the current item data, like the index at this moment it's 3 because this is our ID 3, right? We need to validate that, and based on that, if we select that 3, we can edit this row of that collection. So I need to click on it, it will change based on the click, and created ad will be default, and the title will be the current title of that. Description will be the same, the current description. Image URL will be the current URL, and the likes should be this one. It's showing 1 on 5 because it was there as a default before, so I need to refresh that again. And if I click here again and go back to my workflow, you will see there is no value here at this moment. So we need to apply a logic here. If I go back, if there is an option, you will find like number. If I search, there is a function that will convert value to a number. So I need to click on it, and it will convert our this current like +1. At this moment it's none. So we can click on +0, so it will current value, it will show like 1 because at this moment the value was null, right? So we can define that from here. Like if I go back and set up the like option, we can define that as 0. So every time the default value will be 0 from now. So yeah, that's it, and I don't need that at this moment, so I just need to remove that. And if I click here the data and bind that with the likes, so that will show the likes, plus we need to add the likes here, so and space, so it will show the current item likes. Like if the like is 5, it will show 5 likes, plus we're binding likes text here with it. So let me delete the first collection again, and let's start with blank item. So if I click on the preview and refresh that, you will see there is no data at this moment, right? So I need to go back on our model and I need to open that. And if I click on preview again, we can add that value again. Like, let me add the title now, and the description will be this one, and let me upload the image. I need to rename that because it will not let you upload the same rename again. So I need to rename that because Supabase has that restriction. And it's uploaded. You can see here the log, and I just need to click on save. And if I go back on our database, the new collection has created. Its ID is 4 and the likes is 0 now because we set up that the default one is 0. That is why it's showing. So if I go back again and click on model and make it off and click on preview again and refresh that, you will see our new collection is showing here now. So we can click on this like. At this moment it's 0, right? If I refresh that, it's still showing 0. So I need to click on it again and let me check the value. It's now showing 1, so I just need to refresh that again. It's still showing 0, so I need to set up that. So if I go back again, the likes value is 0 at this moment. And if I click on it again, the value is 0, and that is why it's showing 0 likes. And I need to click on it again. It's showing 1 now, but I'm not sure if it's updating or not, so I need to check that from here. Refresh that, it's still showing 1. Maybe there are some errors here, so I need to set up that. Click on it, the like on icon, and go back here. The likes at this moment is 0, and this is our function we created. So if I click on it again, it's showing 0 now, and there is another row has created, the likes one. If I go back again, it's still showing 1, right? So I think there may be some errors here. So the current index is 4 and the likes is 0. If I go back again, 4, everything is fine, and the value is 0, 1. So I think the reason here is, if I go back to our auth policy now, you can see we have the select one. That means it will read the data of our table, and insert will add data, right? But there is no RLS policy we created that can update that table. Our design short table, there is no update RLS policy we have created. So if I scroll down, you'll see I created a new command here, like update for auth users of design shorts table. That means create a, okay, let me create that again. Create update RLS policy for auth, like authenticated users in design shorts table. So it will create that for you. So it's created. I just need to copy that and go back to our SQL, paste that and run it. Success. So now you'll see our new RLS policy has created, update one. Now we can update our data. So I just need to go back click on preview, click on it, refresh, 1. If I click on it again, refresh, 2 likes. Let me click on it again, refresh, 3. So what we can do now, I can add a load effect so that will load the data, and also I need to enable real time. If it's not enabled here at this moment, the real time is off, I need to enable that. So from now it will, I just click on it, you will see the real-time data has updated everything. So that's how you can add the likes option here. So one user can like just one time, right? And if like appear and it will change its color, we can also do that, but that will be another logic that I don't want to like explain in this video because that will be too much complicated for you. So for that reason, I am not going to use that logic at this moment. I'm just showing you how you can apply a function for a specific widget or content in WeWeb. So similar way we can add comments here as well for this input field, and if I click on submit, a new comment will appear here. At this moment this comment is just a static one, we didn't add dynamic effect here. So